Good day, all. Dr. McGuire checking in. Today I have a great special co host, Monica. How are you, Monica?
Hello, Dr. Thomas. How are you? I'm fine, thank you. Thanks for having me here.
Yeah, pleasure is mine. So, today we're going to talk about the value of learning an instrument. I think today parents and kids are so involved with electronics and all the things going on with the hustle and bustle of life that we forget all the benefits that could be with learning an instrument, correct?
Yes?
Yeah, but let's just identify you. HMS Music School. You're the founder. Um, you do a lot of great things with the young adults, and that's primarily who we're focusing on for this conversation, right? So let's go into
Okay.
what are the mental benefits for young individuals who pursue who engage in playing an instrument. What are the mental health benefits?
Oh, there are so many mental health benefits. Playing an instrument is like a workout for the brain. Just as physical exercise is a workout for the body. We have mental health benefits such as reduces stress and anxiety, combats depression, improves memory function, increases mental sharpness. A constant music practice is an amazing tool for better development of the human brain. It works both sides of the human brain at the same time. So, playing a musical instrument regularly is also an excellent way to avoid illnesses such as dementia, Alzheimer's, and even Parkinson's disease. Learning to play a musical instrument should be explored as complementary alternative medicine, something like Pilates for the mind.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Is it hard, in your opinion, if you take away you being the expert? Is it hard to start playing an instrument?
Playing an instrument can enhance various aspects of mental functioning, a
Mm-hmm.
better coordination, a better emotional intelligence, stress relief, increased mental agility. It's not really hard to start to play an instrument. Uh, you need determination and commitment, first of all, because otherwise you can start to play an instrument.
So these would fall under the cognitive benefits, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Also, children and adults who play a musical instrument understand mathematics and learn other languages much more easily than those who not play a musical instrument.
Mm-hmm.
But let me give you an example of stress relief. Say, a piano student, an adult over 40 years old, who has stopped smoking since he started taking music lessons. He said that smoking was his way of relieving stress, but music lessons and playing the piano for him are better and much healthier way to relieve stress, so he doesn't smoke anymore.
Wow, that's
Yeah,
great.
yeah, great.
Before before we get into the next one, what
Yeah.
age would you recommend? Like, what's too early of an age? Is there a specific age? I don't know. What's your ideal world to start an instrument?
10 years old.
10 years old.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So talk to me about some of the. So we covered mental, cognitive. Let's talk about the social aspect.
Oh, there are social benefits too. It encourages working in group, like teamwork and collaboration, building relationships, increase confidence, improve leadership skills. The benefits show how playing an instrument can be a valuable tool for social development and connectivity.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. Actually, I heard that there's scholarships too for students who play instruments.
Oh, is
Yep.
that so?
Yeah.
Oh,
So I'm going to incorporate that into my program for the viewers that they can view.
oh,
Yeah. Good stuff. Good stuff. So
that's amazing.
yeah, yeah. So how
And you
does
asked me before, how does the child get started? Yes, you asked me before.
yes? How do they get started?
So that's an excellent question. You have to understand that the way music is taught today is very different from years ago. The music itself remains the same, but the tools for teaching music nowadays, online or offline, are very vast. Anyway, for a children, a different approach is needed. We know that video game industry and social media fight for attention of all of us, especially children and young people. This is a fact. It's very common for children, especially younger ones, 10 to 12 years old, who start playing a music instrument outside the school environment. The only reason they start playing is because their parents request,
Yeah, right.
not because they want to. Unfortunately, we don't see children talking, Mom, I don't want to play my video game. I just want to play my guitar. That does not happen. So in this case, it's very important that the child gets a special attention and a different way of teaching music. It's very important to respect the child's limits, especially about coordination and language, and offer some playful connection. Regardless of age, playing a musical instrument has to mean a moment of joyful pleasure, something similar to play a video game. We all know that the children learn faster compared to adults. A child is an incredible learning machine, so if well stimulated within the limits, the child will not find it hard to start to play a musical instrument.
Hmm.
And we can fight off the social media.
Yeah, that's good stuff. So what are a few instruments that you would recommend? Are there any to recommend? I know it's preference, but let's start with this. What would be the easier of the instruments for a student to first start out with?
Well, first of all, it's important to say that regardless of each instrument play, keyboard, drums, guitar, piano, a person needs commitment and dedication. Dedication and commitment are very necessary. There
But
is
hang
no
on.
easier or
What
more difficult instrument.
now? What do you mean by commitment? Right? We know what the word commitment means, but let's talk about the online format that you provide from a school perspective. What does a solid commitment look like from a student?
You have to practice the lessons every week. You have to attend the lessons. And if you have any doubts or any difficulties in learning, you have to tell your teacher about it and work it out with him or her
Hmm.
to so
Yeah.
you can have a good learning experience.
So I guess just showing up week to week with your instructor is not going to cut it, right? You got to
No,
practice.
you have to practice, yes, and you have to practice. That's
Okay.
the commitment. Also, you have differences in the instruments. You have like drums. You can't say that it's easier to play the drum than the electric guitar, or the piano is easier than playing the acoustic guitar, because there are huge differences in the mechanics of the music instruments. A drum is a music instrument that dictates the rhythm. It's a very physical instrument. If you play 1 hour of drums, certainly you require more energy than play 1 hour of guitar. You
Hmm.
can even say they play the drums for 1 hour. It's like a workout. It's like going to the gym. This doesn't happen with piano or guitar. Piano and guitar are instruments of lower physical intensity, but no less complex to play. The main focus of drum is the study of rhythm. Rhythm is the most important property of music. Without rhythm, there is no music. Any music instrument requires study of rhythm, but in drums, accurate timing is the goal. Many people, even musicians, believe that acoustic or wind instruments are more difficult to learn. But it doesn't really matter which instrument is easier or more difficult to learn. It always requires dedication and commitment to learn.
Hmm. Hmm. I I would assume that learning an instrument is like learning a language or perfecting
Yes,
dance, right?
yes,
Practice, practice, practice.
exactly. Yes, exactly. And
Okay.
learning an instrument is more practical than learning a language.
Why is
So
that?
it will require some abilities with the hands,
Hmm.
or you have to listen more.
Yeah. Yeah. Fascinating. So we have the foundation of why all the instruments are beneficial. Let's talk about you and what you do and what you offer. How does your online model work for instruction purposes? How does that work?
Well, we have an online music school, which is easier. You don't have to go somewhere to have the music lesson. You can access your computer and you have the lesson there at a set time and date with the teacher live. So it's a one-on-one lesson with the teacher live. So if you have any doubts or any difficulties to learn, you have the teacher there to help you. You also have an online method that you can access anytime you want, several times or every day of the week if you want.
Right.
You have exercises you can practice at home after the lesson. So I
Mhm.
think it's a very good learning experience.
Okay. And how long typically does a lesson last?
You can choose from 30 minutes or 45 minutes.
Okay. Okay.
And you have uh, a method that extends to 6 months. So you have a beginner, then you have an intermediate level, and then you have a proficiency level.
Okay.
But everyone starts as a beginner,
Right.
unless if they play more than a beginner, then we have a different level.
Now, will a student have an assessment in the beginning?
Yes, we have a free trial lesson that the teacher can evaluate and determine which is the best level for the student to
Yeah,
start.
that's good stuff. Now, and we'll wrap it up because I don't want to hold you too long, and it's just good stuff. Does the instruction, does the lesson, is that recorded? Can I go back
Yes,
and
it's
see it later?
recorded. Yes, you can ask us anytime you want, or as
Great,
long as you want.
great. All right, Monica, I appreciate it. I'm glad we connected because I do think learning an instrument is awesome, especially that you offer it online in a virtual setting.
Online. Yes.
Yes. So I will put up all your contact information, right? And
Yes.
we'll put you in the program. And if anybody wants to reference and reach out to you for more information,
Okay.
they know where to find you. So
Okay.
HMS
We'll be
Music,
here.
right? Awesome. So HMS Music School, Monica, thank you so much for joining us, and let's talk soon.
Thank you very much, Dr. Thomas. Talk to
Okay.
you soon too.
All right.
Bye-bye.
See ya.